Hi everyone and welcome back to the WARNO July tournament. Today we have Darrick S versus Jasp. Darrick, I haven't casted one of your games in ages. I don't think you were in the tournament last month. Can you still play well? Because you used to be really good, and I'm not convinced you still are. But let's see in the two games we watched today. So, first thing to say is Darrick is on the right in blue as the third armoured, and I can see an awful lot of choppers out. And on the other side of the map, we have Jasp playing as the 2nd Panzer Grenadiers, and we can see plenty of FS Jager troops pushing up the front there. Eagle out already for Darrick as well. Not that there's anything for him to fire at. So basically, is this going to be a... Is it a chopper rush? Can we say that? Kind of. It's his way of dealing with the forward deployment troops, I guess, which don't have any AA with them. I don't know how I feel about that, Darrick. It's kind of cheese, that many choppers, but then you're against forward deployment troops, which is Eugen's doing, so if they want forward deployment, then I guess chopper rush is technically a viable option. Eugen, you broke the balance even more than the old game. I gotta say that much. That's a difficult one. It's kind of validated chopper rushes, because that's one of the ways to deal with forward deployment troops. I don't know how I feel about it now. I'm not quite sure how to process that. Please do comment down below if anyone has any solutions to this. Is 4 or 5 choppers at the start of chopper rush? Is that just fair trade-off for the fact that there's forward deployment? I'm not sure. I'm struggling with that one a bit. Seeding straight away, killing all the anti-air as well. Oh, Darrick is brutal. Well, he still remembers how to play. And he seems to learn the new tactics for the new divisions anyway. He knows how to deal with the 2nd Panzer Grenadiers still. Well, the vast majority of Jasp's units are dead. And the Apaches are coming in for round 2 here. The Marders can shoot at them, but how many rockets do they have? Quite a few. That one's out and that one's got a few left. That one still has quite a lot. He's going for the Marders first. He knows what to target. Now, I'd suddenly switch targets on the infantry, though. Cluster bomber coming in to go for those Marders, I guess. No, it's did it veer off? I don't know if it dropped or not. It certainly veered off to go for the jet instead. Oh, Jasp, that was brutal. You are calling him more reinforcements. That's good. I really don't know how to feel about that. What I just witnessed. It is technically a chopper rush. Technically, but this is WARNO, not War Game, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, Darrick. That was definitely a cheese win. Definitely 100% cheese win. I mean, there's no honor in that, man. That was pure cheese. How does Darrick stay at the top of the ladder? Cheese. That's what we're learning here, folks. Before anyone worries that Darrick gets terribly offended by this, we have an ongoing banter because he's French and I'm British. And for those in other parts of the world that don't understand, the French and the British pretend to hate each other. We don't actually, but it's just an ongoing rivalry for no apparent reason. The French get it and the British get it. No one else seems to. I don't know how Jasp is going to come back from this. I admire him for sticking with it, but everything he brings in is getting killed. And Darrick is just bringing in more and more. I mean, he has all the commands now. 3 commands, 1 for each of these points. He could just sit here and win on points now, because I don't see how Jasp is going to get back in. HE bomber in now as well. Darrick's got points to play with. He's buying expensive jets. How much does that one cost? Let's remind ourselves. 160 points. You know, it's the price of a tank. He's killed, what, 1 squad of infantry with that? This is kind of brutal. I think Darrick won this in the first 2 minutes of the game. Jasp's still going, though. Yeah, there's the surrender. Never mind. Look at the kills to... Oh, jeez. That was brutal, Darrick. And it was pure cheese. I mean, forward deployment or not, that was pure cheese with those choppers, man. I still don't know how I feel about it. I mean, you won, but look at the kills on those Apaches. You may have won the game, but you lack honor, sir. You lack honor. Let's jump into the next one. Welcome back to Game 2. Darrick playing as the 8th Infantry on the left this time, still in blue. And on the right in red is Jasp again, playing as the 4th Motsuchi Division. Not a side we see very often. Does have those forward deployment troops. Immediately we have 3 Alpha Jet HEs out for Darrick. Can I just say again, cheesy memes here. The cheap Alpha Jets straight out. How much do these cost now? Genuinely curious. 85 points. My minimum aircraft pricing didn't get added. I think I said the minimum price for an aircraft should be at least 100 or 150, and then added on top of that is the normal price. Good, Jasp, good. Bringing in those MiG-21s to take these out. Beautiful work. One's dead. Jasp not pushing quite as far ahead this time. No, there is one Cobra there from Darrick, so he's still going for that. Well done. Jasp managed to take out all those jets, I think. Fantastic job. Jasp is a good player. He's going for that now. Oh, he got hit by the Stinger. Stinger's still very good. I mean, I think their range was increased, was it, in this patch? Something happened to the Stingers in this patch. But yeah, they're still good. Not to be underestimated. Cub at the back there needs rearming, though. So, now that the dust of the air battle at the start has settled, Darrick has more units up here, most certainly. There are more coming in for Jasp, though. Down here, I'd say probably about balance. Maybe Jasp has a couple more troops in here, but he's not planning to do an assault, I don't think. Really, it's about what happens in the middle in this game, I suspect. T-55 with the missile there. Going for these Cannon Jagdpanzers. Cannon Jagdpanzers, obviously, not to be underestimated. They're good little harassment units. They do a lot of damage when they're up close and personal. As ever, if you can hover over this, they are kinetic, so that means that the closer they are to the enemy, the more damage they do. They're just a fun little tank that does quite a bit of damage. Obviously, also good at shooting at infantry like here for fire support, but very weak in terms of armor. So they will be killed by things like the T-55 from range. But as we can see, Jasp with just one T-55 managing to hold off Darrick there. Loads of reinforcements coming in at the top here for Darrick. I say loads, I mean 2 squads of military police. That's quite a lot. Lots of commands coming in for Darrick as well. Now 2 here, 1 for the middle, 1 for Echo. Nothing for the bottom as yet. On the other side, there are no commands coming in. Jasp concentrating on bringing in forces at the moment, which seems a very sensible thing to do. A little bit concerned that he's brought in 2 pieces of artillery. I mean, he's certainly maybe going to scare off Darrick's units and make them pull back, but how much do these things cost? I mean, they're 90 points apiece. Would that have been better spent on a couple of tanks? Maybe. It's hard to say. He needs to kill that TOW 2 with that artillery, preferably, because it's going to kill his tank really quickly. Wow, it missed. Nice smoke. Very nice. MiG-21 in again. Oh, it's a MiG-21 HE. Oh, and it's dead immediately from the 2 Stinger. How powerful are these Stingers still? Jeez. They're acquiring targets so fast. Aiming time 1 second. Has that been changed? Shooting rate of fire looks to be changed in this patch. I need to know what it was in the previous patch. Really curious. Really curious. Another couple of T-55s coming in there. Cannon Jagdpanzers here. Seed Jet coming in there. We'll obviously be going for that Cub. It is depleted, so hopefully that means it's also turned off. Otherwise, the seed... Mind you, the seed plane probably isn't going to get in range. It is targeting by the looks of it. Maybe not. I mean, military police pushing down here. Jager, Metsumoto should be able to kill just the military police. It's just literally 3 squads of military police. Again, nice target for artillery, potentially nice place for a bombing strike. Will kill all those squads. More cannon Jagdpanzers coming in, just poking. It's got Conkers there now, thankfully. BMP-1 here as well. That's dead. I mean, these cannon Jagdpanzers are not going to last long when he's got enough missiles here. Even the Abrams will struggle. There's plenty of Abrams coming in, though. Really, he needs to deal with that TOW 2. Yeah, there it goes. Finally killed that tank. I mean, it was going to happen sooner or later. The TOW 2 is so accurate. And it's got range all the way to the edge of that. So anything that comes here is at risk. Very little movement at the bottom. Finally seeing some commands coming in for Jasp now. He's got one here, one here. Nothing for the middle as yet. Still +3 to Darrick. He is taking up the points, but yeah, command coming in here. So he will still be ahead by 3. Unless a command comes in the center for Jasp. Beautiful. Jasp. Oh, he's smoking it. I thought he might try and hit the TOW 2 with the actual artillery. He might have killed it. Mortars coming in on these guys. Is that smoke as well? No, I think that's actually explosives. Abrams being pushed forward here. The problem with these Abrams is... Can he see that there? He can. He does have range on them. Oh, they're just behind the building or something. Yeah, he needs tanks or something here. Even T-55s here would do a lot of damage because obviously they're close range. So they do more damage to the Abrams. Conkers... Nice. Conker's got a hit. Smoke down. Darrick will be babysitting those tanks. You can see them moving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. He'll have the smoke hotkeyed. Is he still seeing them? Oh yeah, I can still see one of them. He missed it though. Now, the advantage that Darrick has... There's the command coming in for Jasp. The advantage Darrick has here is his micro is obviously exceptional. He practices this game so very much. And he has brilliant micro, which makes him a hard opponent to go against because he will keep units alive that other people will very much lose. Good strikes on these tanks. He's forcing them back. He's, you know, it's enough. He's causing them stress. He might have got a lucky hit on that command vehicle as well there. A little bit concerned about the build-up of forces here because there's a lot... All military police, though. I mean, technically speaking, a couple of decent infantry squads of machine guns should pin them down. Look at all these T-55s coming in at the bottom. Could he be going to do a push at the bottom? It might not be a bad idea for Jasp. He could do a push at the bottom. There's not a lot there. Equally, he could be bringing these along the bottom to take in the center. Hard to say. My biggest concern from Darrick's side are these 3 tanks and all of this up here. Cub getting attacked there. Oh, he lost it again to those Stingers. Jeez. I mean, the Stingers have always been good, but has their aiming time been increased that much? They just seem to not be missing a beat in this matchup at all. I don't remember them being that, you know, snapping your fingers fast to lock on and attack an aircraft. I mean, they've always been pretty good, but I don't know. I need to know what the actual change was. I'm not entirely sure. I know they changed the range, someone said, but I've not looked at it in any detail. But this match has now got me wondering. Smokey, there's all those tanks coming in at this side. Obviously planning to take on the M1s probably. Another cub coming in. I mean, that cub got very lucky. He is on hold fire now. What is Jasp's HE bomber doing all the... Oh, yeah, instantly dead. From an Eyehawk and the Stingers. How did it end up all the way back there? That's bizarre. Maybe just not microwing them enough. Look at all of this blue up here. A couple of carpet bombers up there, please. That would be nice. Someone has to push sooner or later. 29 minutes left to go in this game. We're only 11 minutes in and it feels like it's been longer. Because this is a hard slog for both players. Here we go. Jasp is making a move. This is nice. Very good smoke cover. He's going to get these tanks really close. And these Abrams will be in trouble because there are a lot of T-55s there. Although he needs to be careful about those dragons. But yeah, once that smoke clears, all of these tanks are going to have eyes on these guys at reasonable range. And he should do a lot of damage. It's all about fire speed now. There's a lot of tanks there. He needs to not be losing his tanks to those dragons though. But you see the response. This movement here means Darrick is pushing at the top. And we've said this before in many a game. If your opponent pushes one side of the map, you need to be ready to push the other. And Darrick will push. And he will defend hard. Look at how this smoke is clearing. It's in Darrick's favour. So Darrick is seeing just a few tanks at a time and is wiping them off the face of the earth. This smoke will then clear and then he'll kill these ones. The push has failed. And you know what's sad is the reality was that Jasp was kind of let down by his own smoke. His own smoke stopped his tanks from firing at the Abrams. Some of the Abrams are dead though. He got a couple of kills. That one's still alive. So it's not a complete failure, but in terms of the amount of units he sent, he's lost a lot. Which is a heck of a shame, and it's because of the smoke. Because of how the smoke cleared, it ended up in Darrick's favour. He's forced the command out though. Which, you know, managing to do that to Darrick, you deserve a pat on the back. Let's be honest. We still need to see another grudge match at some point between Darrick and Karma. That'll be fun. Look at this T-55 getting hit by a chopper. Stunned down by a chopper. There's no AA there. He's got a shilker there. Move the shilker up. Move the shilker up. He's probably forgotten it's there. It is a challenge. There's another Cobra coming in. Darrick isn't afraid to use his choppers. Two more Abrams coming in that he called in. Oh, it's... But look at the top. While I've been concentrating on what Jasp's doing, Darrick's just pushing around the top. I mean, was there any doubt? Probably not. We know Darrick's good. But Jasp doing a fantastic job. Look at this push at the bottom. Beautiful. Unfortunately, the Cobras are coming for him. He needs to move these shilkers up. He needs to do something with the shilkers. Because Darrick's pushing there. And he's pushing here. Jasp pushing there. Come on. He needs to get these shilkers up to kill the Cobras. Cub there. Getting some shots off. Motsuchin there for defense. It's good. He's got defense there. He's in this point. But you got to give him credit. Jasp is doing that tactic. Darrick winning at the top. Jasp pushes the bottom. Jasp doesn't know that Darrick's also pushing the bottom, but you know, it balances out. Unfortunately, these Abrams are pushing back around here. The Jager still have RPGs left. He could get rear shots on these. I don't know if he knows they're there. Move your Jager over. Come on, Jasp. He needs them to fire so he knows they're there, and then he could swing around the back and get some rear shots and pop them in one. That's something I really enjoy doing in Wargame Red Dragon. when someone's pushing a command tank to the front in the forest. You just run a little infantry squad around behind them and one rocket in the back. Pop. 175 points gone. There we go. Beautiful. Lots of infantry pushing up on these Abrams. Unfortunately, this one's going to get out alive. But really nice. Good. Unfortunately, Jasp having a lot of trouble in the middle here. He does seem to have the advantage at the bottom. HE bomber coming in will kill these infantry though. Are they dead? One squad survived. Oh, they both survived. I'm impressed. Getting hit by the Abrams though. I genuinely didn't think they would survive that. I have Clara coming in there. He needs to move these shulkers up because those Cobras are going to come back soon. This is a shame, but there's not much he can do there. I mean, the military police are just going to keep doing a lot of damage. They're good against infantry. They're good against tanks. What he really needs is a bomber to hit them, preferably a carpal bomber, so he does comes in from the side perhaps, but he's going to risk losing it to the Stingers still. Reinforcements arrived here, I think, or a few things arrived here. Another HE bomber coming in. Shilka didn't get the kill, but these guys moved out of the way. Jasp paying close attention. And he's microwaving pretty well now. T-55's coming in as well. There's another Cub coming in there. Another T-55. He's doing a great job. Darrick's just making little bits of headway though. See these Abrams pushing up really close. See these military police infantry. They're so good against vehicles still. And he's gonna... I'm hoping these tanks can shoot at him before they're gonna get too close and then they're gonna get popped. Are they not on attack move? He should be seeing them. They must not be on come in and attack. Because they are way past the range. Yeah, one's dead already. Immediate side shot. And the Abrams will kill the other one if it gets in range. I think this is swung in Darrick's favour. He has more on the field. He's managed to pick off a lot of Jasp's units. Plenty of reinforcements coming in for Jasp. It's a constant stream for both players. But yeah, this is probably over. 22 minutes to go. Jasp's out of the centre. Golf, Delta. Oh, I had so hoped Jasp would be able to push into Golf, but it's just not going to happen. He's lost most of his troops. And look at this from Darrick. He's still pushing his units right around the back. I assume he's going to push up here and stop reinforcements coming in. I thought maybe he was going to go into Delta, but he hasn't. He's just gone all the way around the back, being sneaky about it. But yeah, Alpha Clara, last thing he has in the middle there. I mean, there's no answer, is there? This is it. It's a brutal game. Jasp, you did so well to hold off as long as you did, and I loved this push. The only sad thing was the smoke kind of let you down. It allowed Darrick, from his positioning of his tanks, to take out half your forces while the other half was still behind the smoke. If it hadn't been for that, I think you would have killed all of the M1s that were there. So that was just unfortunate positioning. But otherwise, I think you would have had it. So commiserations. I think you would have managed to push right round. But really, really good effort. You did the right thing. The smoke was genius. It was just unfortunate the positioning after that didn't work out. Darrick now making a push on Delta. He'll be coming in from both sides, sandwiching the troops that are in there. Pushing out towards Charlie as well. I mean, obviously there's still bits and pieces coming in from Jasp. But I just don't see any way for him to come back from this now. He'd have a hard job pushing back into the centre. He's outnumbered. He's outgunned. And it's already +3 to Darrick. He's going to make it very, very quickly +5 when the mech rifles kill this vehicle. There it goes. +5 to Darrick. Surprised we haven't seen a command ready to go in there as well. 20 minutes to go. I think it's all over. I'm kind of expecting a surrender from Jasp. I wish there was a way for him to come back from this. Yeah, there's the surrender. Commiserations, again, 2,100-ish in it for Darrick in terms of kills to losses. Commiserations, Jasp, you are up against one of the top players, and you are such a fantastic player yourself. You know, you did well to hold out as long as you did. But Darrick, once again, proving his micro is just at the levels that make it difficult for anyone to keep up, unless you're Karma. I'm still not sure about that first game though, Darrick. Now, there was no honour in that cheese win. Let's have a look at the kills and losses. Abrams doing a fantastic job. Military Police did well in that game. Another Abrams. On the other side, Metis did a good job. Cluster was doing well. Conkers, nothing really stand out, but obviously the Abrams were the main ones there. And the Military Police did a good job. Good games, guys. Commiserations, Jasp. Well done, as always, Darrick. I hope you have a nice, well-deserved croissant and some wine for winning that one. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more WARNO.